Today we're expanding our fantasy world by building an underground wine cellar. My goal is to fill it with large barrels, detailed wine cabinets, and small stories that bring the space to life. In the last episode, I started building the water. The world itself will eventually be built on a mountain, so this gives me room to create hidden spaces like dungeons and other underground locations. Here's a quick sketch of my idea. I want to include some pillars and a lot of barrels and bottles. So let's get started. I started with just the floor, trying to give it some texture. I like how the gray pieces have a slightly sun-faded look. I also added some sand blue tiles for a bit of variation. Then I built some simple stone pillars to give the basement more structure. I also left a small hole in one spot, because I want to add lighting later on. Let's place them like this. I quite like it. I didn't want to make them too detailed. I wanted to use this older door piece, and figured out a simple way to place it. Next, I started building the walls using tan bricks, adding as much detail as possible without making it feel too busy. I used some masonry bricks and some of these rounded 1x2 bricks. I have to make sure that the hole is continued in the wall. I wanted to highlight the door, so I added some gray supports next to it. I thought it would be cool to stack large barrels into a wall, like you often see in wine cellars. And it turned out to be pretty simple to build. I like that the lower barrel sticks out a bit further. And it slides in just perfect. I like the idea so much that I made another one. This time a bit wider to hold even more barrels. I added another door here, which will eventually lead to a harbor. I also included a small key detail for a bit of storytelling. I really like adding small touches like that. For the back wall, I wanted something more interesting, so I used these wooden crates and filled them with bottles. This way I want to make some wine cabinets. I added one more on top, and then built a few more of these. The third crate is placed on a jumper plate, which creates a slight curve and helps break up the straight lines. I finished the walls and left space for a hallway leading to another room on the right. That's something I'll build in the future. Let me know if you have any ideas for it. I finished some work on the back wall and made sure everything was strong and steady. The back doesn't have to be pretty or perfect, because you won't see it anyways. I came across this really cool idea where you use this fireball piece to create a torch. By placing it on a round dish, it works perfectly as a small lantern. In the next episode, I'll be adding lights. And now it makes sense why I left those small gaps earlier. With small details like these tables, the basement really started to feel alive. We of course need to add some more barrels. I don't have any round 2x2 brown tiles at the moment, so I need to order some in the future. I like all the details, but it felt a little empty in the middle here. So I made this simple wooden support beam. It really makes the room come together. And of course we need even more barrels. And here's the final look on my underground wine cellar. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really like building this small area. If you liked it too, don't forget to subscribe. And feel free to comment some ideas on how to improve my world. I really read all of them. In the next episode, we are going to add some lights, so stay tuned.